Alright guys, and welcome back to the Collector's Domain. Joseph here, and today I have a very special review for you guys that I'm very excited about. It is the new Hasbro Toys R Us MP10 Masterpiece Optimus Prime. This thing is amazing, I gotta say, at the very least. Can't highly recommend it enough. Now, I say today's a big day because I got this. I also got my shell my shell razor for my girlfriend, so the turtles are happy about that. I got two comic books, well, actually like hardcovers, Miss Marvel and The Origin of Spider-Woman. I also have Rei Ayanami in her Sega Prize tennis outfit, very cool, and Ataraxia from Fate Stay Night over there in her bikini. Yeah, so there's going to be a review on a couple of these things later on, but today we're going to be focusing on Optimus Prime here. He he is a beauty, and he is expensive. Ooh, caught him. Yeah, he's expensive. Yeah, lately I've purchased a lot of expensive toys. Like, I got this. I pre-ordered Castle Grayskull, which is $350, I think, after shipping. Excuse me. There's also the Soul Chigoken GX48 Big O, which I'll be doing a comparison with him, because HLJ is actually having a sale for Bandai stuff, so you can go check that out. It's like 95% off. I got Big O Soul Chigoken, which goes for like 200. I got it for like 100 with shipping included, so that's great. So I spent also another 100 on this guy, which I got for 120, but I had a discount of 15% off from Toys R Us, so I used that and I paid like 109. But then this weekend also, Toys R Us is giving away 20% off on your entire purchase or whatever, so valid this week, so make sure you go check that out. You could definitely get them for like super cheap. If I got them for like 120, you could probably get them for like 80-90 bucks with that 20% off, so make sure you definitely go check that out. Now, this is definitely a collector's item. It just screams quality. So much about it is just so much detail. And before we get into the figure, let's get into the box really quick. Nothing much to say. It's a really big box. It's about 1.5 feet long, about 6 inches, no, like 4 inches wide. Very simple. You know, that new standard Masterpiece box with a clear window and the weird bottom. Opens up at the top. You slide out the tray. I hate trays, even though it makes this putting away a lot easier, but I just hate the way they feel. On the side here you have Optimus Prime, very cool artwork, his tech specs, you know, standard stuff, product shot, bio, modes, some of the contents, another artwork, same thing on the other side, more content info, and yeah, nothing really, no future products on the bottom, just solely Optimus. Now, he doesn't even really come with an instruction manual. As far as I can tell, I couldn't find one. Maybe it's hiding somewhere, but here it has a nice, you know, standard typical Masterpiece Optimus Prime logo on there. On the other side, very heavy. This thing's like 8 pounds when it has everything in it. Whatever, it's the box, who cares. Now, when you get it, you're gonna get a little Spike figure. Let's go over what you get. Yeah, the little accessories. You get Spike. It's pretty nice. It's a very small scale Spike. Now, in my opinion, I think it's a little too small of a scale. Like, I don't think a truck is going to be that large compared to a human. Especially Optimus's truck. It can't be that big. So, I think it's out of scale. Very simple, but you know, people complain that there's no face, but I think if they had done a face, it would have been very derpy looking, so I'm glad they just made it flesh tone. It's fully painted, which is really nice. Like, I don't think much of it is molded plastic, because it looks like a lot of it is paint, so that's nice. Fully articulated. You guys got rotates at the shoulder, no head articulation, rotates at the hips, at the knees, and that's it. So you can get them in sitting poses, standing poses, laying down poses, I don't know, whatever you want. But yeah, he sits inside his other accessory, which is Roller. Now this is basically the same thing as the G1 except with a few extra features. I gotta show you, hold on, let me get a comparison. Let me whip out G1 Optimus. I should have done this earlier, but here we go. Here's G1 Optimus next to the 2012 Optimus. Here's the trailer next to the old new trailer. So it's about a fourth bigger, maybe twice as big. Yeah, I'd say twice as big. Oops. Here's Roller, the original. Here's the new one. So it's a little bit bigger. The wheels are actually the exact same height, which is oddly enough. Yeah, the wheels are like almost exactly the same, just a little bit of different tread molding, but they feel like they're the same material and everything. They feel like exactly the same. It's just a little bit beefier. And with it even has the two pegs, but unlike this one, which is molded in, this one is actually screwed on, so they're separate pieces screwed onto the body, which is weird. Painted on the front, which is nice. Like on the original, you got stickers. Lame. And this isn't the original, this is the 25th anniversary. I lied. However, this one's painted, so that's nice. It has a red light on the back, I don't know why. Then when I found it, it had these panels on the back, and I didn't know what they were for, but they actually, you know, because like I said, I couldn't find an instruction manual, so I had to guesswork everything. I didn't watch any other reviews, and I had to figure everything out on my own, which was interesting because that's what makes them good, because I could figure it out on my own without really, you know, having to rely on other reviewers. Now this back panel actually opens up, and it actually is meant to hold Optimus's rifle, so that's nice. His blaster just pegs into there, which, by the way, is stored on Optimus. That's awesome. This black tab over here actually opens up. It's a compartment. The gun opens up. So just back compartment. Put that to the side. And here you have the blaster. Now it's folded up and it has a little automorph feature, which is really cool. You just push a button and it pops open. That's really cool. See, it just folds up on itself, and then when you push it down, the handle actually pushes forward and it locks into place. Really cool feature. Makes a little bit of a wobbly gun, but nice trade-off. Now it actually pegs into there, and Roller can drive around with the gun on it, on one side. You know, like how in the original, there's a peg hole in the bottom. This one's a little more sophisticated, and it's like that. Nothing really special about that. There's actually a hole in here that you could fit Spike in a seated position, so that's cool too. Now there's another one that I don't understand. For the life of me, I can't figure it out. Maybe, yeah, my only guess is that this feature is meant for third-party items. Like, I have no idea. I don't know. But as you see, it folds out the backside, and it has this little slot, which I have no idea what it fits, because it doesn't fit the gun. Don't know what it's for. If somebody could tell me, that'd be awesome. But there's a big hole that goes throughout to the whole front of the car, which is interesting because you can't really put anything. The gun doesn't fit. Spike fits, so you could hide them under there if you don't give a crap about them. You could put a couple dollar bills in there. That's the only purpose I see for it. So yeah, Roller. Now you saw his gun, you saw Spike. Now his trailer. Oh my gosh, this trailer is amazing. Definitely worthy of the name of masterpiece. Now I know the original MP1 trailer was pretty basic and more towards the likeness of this one, but this one's just so amazing. It's so well done. Let's see. It still has that little hole on top that this one did, so you could put, you know, him out. But the thing is, the difference is that this thing actually has panels that come up and fill out the hole. So that's cool. I'll get into that when I open them up. So yeah, let's get into that. Let's move everything over. Now the trailer is amazing. So much detail into this thing. Now it has the main basic details from the G1 with a few extra, you know, sophisticated steps. Like, it still has this weird symbol, which I can only guess is probably Cybertron or Micro Man, I don't know. But it still has the grading details. Now, instead of a sticker, this is actually carved out. It's a molded detail, which is really nice, and painted, no sticker, like that. And then even the Autobot logo is standing out, and it's textured. It's really nice. It's painted black, white and red. Really nice paint apps. Like, I could see there's gonna be maybe some quality control with it, but on mine it's like perfect. There's nothing really wrong with it. And it's the same on the other side, same exact detailing. And it's done in a really nice silver paint, which just gives it a nice quality feel to it, you know? When you instead of the 25th anniversary or the G1, you just have great plastic. Pretty generic. But this one is painted silver, the entire thing. Now, to help it stand on display, on the bottom over here, there's actually these two struts. Actually, I should say 4 struts, because these ones actually fold up into it. That's awesome. So, they just fold down under here. There's a little groove for them. You just pull them out, and they snap into place, which is awesome. And they got a lot of detail work under here too. Like, look, he's got his spare tire. That's crazy. Who's gonna lift up the figure and look at that? Anyway, it's got a bunch of the axles right there, and a lot of molded, you know, motor work under there, and automotive stuff. It's just awesome. And it's textured too. Some of these parts are like glossy, sparkly black. I don't know why. Maybe to make it look more metallic. It's a nice detail added to it too. The wheels are made out of rubber, chromed out rims. Awesome. The trailer hitch up here actually pegs into Optimus. I'm not going to show that, but as you can see, it pegs into between his legs, and it makes a nice secure connection. It actually pegs in, and it offers like a 45-degree rotation when Optimus is attached here, but free, it just rotates. Now, the struts that were on the G1, as you knew before, they opened up to the side, and the only way you could get it to stand on its own was by pushing it all the way up. Like, you know, like this one. Like, the only way to get it standing on its own without tilting it, you have to be either to the side or to the front. That's how I did mine. But, you know, that made it a little loose, so whatever. They upgraded it on this one because these still do come out, and they have a lot of detail work on them. That's nice. But the thing is, when you move them, they actually extend. Now you see I'm rotating the trailer itself and not the hitch, and it's actually moving up and down. So that's so cool, because when it's up against, flush against the truck, it's actually up off the ground, and it doesn't touch the ground, doesn't get in the way, doesn't scrape. But when you pull it to the side, it automorphs and it extends down and touches the ground, so it actually creates some kind of stability for the figure, which is awesome. It does it at both sides. So you got some beastly looking trailer. Look at that. This is it standing on its own. And I think this is more for just supporting for this thing. So it will stand on its own if you just do it like that. But now let's take a look at the back of the truck. Everything is done in that nice painted silver. It's just so well done. So you see here on the back, you get translucent red plastic. That's very cool. I am a big fan of translucent plastic, and they incorporated it right into the brake lights of the truck. Even this bottom grill is all silver paint. That's awesome. Now if you open it up, you have to lift. You could just yank it open, but for me, let me see if I can get a better height. I find it a lot easier if you just pull up on these tabs and then swing the doors open. So you can see it goes all the way in, which is a really nice, deep looking trailer. Now there's these two hooks down here that you could hold on to. Pull out, and you got a little ramp. awesome. Instead of one step from the G1 that flips down, you got this one that actually slides into the trailer. Very cool. But now on the inside there's no silver paint, but it's fine because it's the inside, and it actually breaks up the whole silver like detailing, which is nice. And there's so much surface detail on here, and it's not shallow, it's different varying depths of detail, so it just looks really nice. Now to open it, it's much like the original where there's like 3 clips holding it down. But for me, when I first got it, I thought I was going to break it trying to open it by pulling it from up top, but all you gotta do is just yank it from the back. That's the easiest way that I found, and I could do so confidently without feeling it's going to break, so that's good. Now the 2 struts that I opened up earlier help support the flatbed of the truck now. And now that we have it open, let's take a look at the inside. Look at that detail work. That is amazing. Much nicer than the original. And it actually looks like a hangar bay now, which is really cool because when you stand it up, yeah, you know what, let's just stand it up. Now, when you stand it up, it doesn't really have any support, so I'm guessing it just sits on these silver paint, so that's the only thing you gotta really watch out for. Don't like shift it around too much just on it, because you're probably going to scrape it. Now this thing is actually on a ratchet up here at this joint, not at this one. This one's just a free flow joint, no ratchets. This one though is on a ratchet, and it's nice and tight, so it helps support the whole thing. But then this one's a bit floppy, so if you have it like here, it starts to sag. See, that's the only problem I have with that. I wish they would have had a ratchet up here and there. But there's more detail work in there too. It's not just a joint, it's actually got like a piston looking thing. Start from the top. Now this is it in its hangar bay mode. You get the radar dish, which is super floppy. There's no wheel anymore that helps rotate it. You gotta do it yourself. Position it, not much, very limited, but super floppy. The arm has a bunch of articulation in it, so you get some really nice posing, much like the original. The claw actually opens up, holds things fairly well, I guess because it's still tight. The cockpit still opens. You could still fit Spike in there. That's really where I usually keep them, like 90% of the time. He just sits in there. You could help repair Optimus. Now what's new, besides the molding from the original, is that these things, I don't know why they're here really, outside of helping hold the weapons. As you can see here, this is his last accessory, well, second to last besides the Matrix, his Energon axe, which a lot of people don't like, but for me, thanks, I like it. It's cool. It's a nice little addition. Now it actually fits in here specifically because it's an odd shape, and you can see there's actually holes and grooves for the spikes, so it fits it in one certain way. I do gotta say it's a little lackluster, because it would have really benefited from, you know, gradation or some kind of shading, just something more, because it's just orange plastic, and it separates way too easily. Like, I'm probably gonna have to glue it down, but I don't want to do that either, so I gotta find a way to thicken this. I don't know if the nail polish would work, but yeah, it's very basic, but still really cool addition. Optimus looks good from afar holding this. Shall show later, probably in part 2, because I could tell I only have 4 minutes left. Anyway, you still have the seats that when it's laying down you could sit Spike in there, in there. There's no more spring-loaded launching action for roller. Instead, it looks like there is. It's molded in, and it looks like these two are the launchers, and it looks like it shoots down the track, which is cool. They still thought about it, added the detail, just no feature. Very basic, but still very cool. A lot of detail, and this is how I display, or I'm going to display Optimus from now on, because as you can see here, these two struts, or these two, I don't know what they are, the ones that hold the weapons up here, they're actually like the exact width of Optimus, so you could stand them in right inside. Actually, this, I'll just put that away. Gives Optimus room to stand. It actually fits him exactly, so it just looks like the hanger is actually hanging on to him. So that's very cool. Like, see, it fits him exactly. The grooves, see, it looks like it's built for him. So, yeah, very cool. Very, very cool. You could have, what I did yesterday was just have this thing holding his gun, and, or his axe, or his matrix, which actually opens up. Now the gun is actually, this is its spot over here. It fits just like this side. It's custom for the gun, and it fits snugly in there. Well, not snugly, it's very loose. It's not a good place to put it in trailer mode, but for hanger mode, that's a great way to keep it there. Now these are the tabs that I was talking about that I wasn't sure what they did earlier, but it's very tight. I guess you just gotta work it and make it a little looser. I guess that's a little easier to move. See, it fills out the gap, so it's a nice flush looking trailer mode. But yeah, the weapon goes up here. Not much to say about it. Yeah, that's how I display it. Him with his chest open, that holding the matrix, and then Energon Axe up there. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna call it quits here, and then next part will be the actual Optimus figure review. So this was just the trailer. Took up like 18 minutes, which is sick. The trailer is just awesome itself. Better than the other ones that, you know, we've gotten, like the G3 trailer or the MP1. I'd say this one's probably the best. Just the way it looks is just awesome. Now here it is, one last thing. I guess I'll just compare it with the original. When fully extended, now, yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot. This one also had missile launchers. This one doesn't. It has the holes for the missiles, but it doesn't actually launch. So they took out all the features for this thing. But look at that. That's like a fourth bigger. That's not even twice as big. That's like a fourth bigger trailer. It's much wider though. No stickers. Optimus is just amazing. It's like perfection incarnate. I love this thing. Yeah, I'm just trying to kill some time because I still have a couple seconds left. Just a little comparison for his hangar bay mode. Definitely looks more like a hangar bay. This just looks like the trailer standing up on itself. Hangar bay. Very cool. I can't wait for maybe Repro Labels to come out with some stickers, because I don't know, I just like the way the stickers look. Like, these stickers are just awesome. I wish they had some stickers in here, like for your option if you wanted, because it's just gray but it has a lot of nice detail, sculpted detail. Yeah, so stick around and we'll get into transformation and some of his features. Alright, peace.